What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about a business funding option that applies to certain industries within the medical field, and I need you to listen up to who exactly this applies to, because even if this isn't you that it applies to, if you know somebody that is in this industry or one of these industries, they could possibly benefit from getting some business funding, then it's up to you to send them this video because it can really help them out. Because when you work in any part of the medical field, you are more than likely waiting on insurance payments to come in to pay you, and that's time that you're waiting on money to come in, that having money already on hand could have helped you with something really great that you needed for your business. So this is going to apply to dentists, pharmaceutical professionals, veterinarians, chiropractors, optometrists, and primary care physicians. And I know I need to send this to one of my frat brothers because he's actually a chiropractor, and this could be something that could be beneficial to him. Now, this particular loan opportunity is a very good one because unlike most banks, they don't require as many documents. They can fund you really fast, and they have specific products tailored specifically to those working in the medical field that you won't see in other products that they might offer. Some important things to take note about that is you can get approved for this regardless of your FICO score. You can be a two-person LLC, or you can have several professionals working in the business or the practice. Not to mention financing options for medical professionals who have not yet opened a practice yet. So even if you haven't opened your practice, they still have something that they can do for you. Now, as you can see here, they have a 90% approval rate, no collateral required, flexible terms and payments. So you can see how this can be really beneficial for somebody that's in the medical field that might need this. And this can be used to buy medical equipment, supplies, hire staff, or grow your practice. You can cover payroll, pay bills, again purchase supplies, and again bridge the gap between slow insurance payments. Not to mention, with expanding, you can also open a second practice with this, take on more patients, get new equipment. You get the picture. And now we're going to go into the details of what you get, how much they offer, and all of that. Now, if you're new to the channel and you're unfamiliar with me, my name is Will Frazier, and I'm your credit and business expert here, giving you tips to help you with your personal credit, as well as business strategies and ways to fund your business. And if you would like to hear more information like that, make sure that you do hit the thumbs up to this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified anytime I let out a new video just like this one. Now, the company we're talking about today that's offering this loan is National Business Capital. I've mentioned them before on the channel, and the reason why I mention them again is because they've actually helped a lot of people that I've sent their way to actually get business funding, and all of them have always had great things to say. Now, the link to them to fill out a form to see if you qualify for funding with them is going to be down in the description and also in the first comment of this video. When you click that link and answer just a few questions, they'll have somebody to call you to walk you through step by step the process of getting the funding that you're trying to get. And keep in mind, they have 75 plus lender options that they can get to you to try to help secure you funding, so more than likely they're going to have an option for you. And of course, I'm making this video because our entrepreneurs that are in the medical industry are usually overlooked as entrepreneurs. I don't really hear people talking about them being entrepreneurs as much as they should, but they are still entrepreneurs and business owners. They're not just doctors or owners of a medical practice. So there are options out there for them that need funding as well. So I'm here to make sure that they know what's available to them. And National Business Capital actually has a lot of other different funding options for different industries, different reasons. And I'm going to be covering some more of those on the channel because I don't think as many people look into those different avenues that they can actually get help from them. So just so you know, some of the reasons why they are good to go to for funding versus going to traditional options, as you see at a bank, or you might need to provide 2 to 3 years of tax returns and financials. At a direct lender, you might get 3 to 6 months of bank statements, tax returns, and financials. Over there, they just need 3 months of bank statements. So your most recent bank statements is enough to show them what's really going on with the business and to see what they need to see. No tax returns required. And don't let having to provide the bank statements fool you into thinking, oh, I thought I don't even have to have a practice open in order to get this. I'll get to how that works in just a second, but just know that usually that's what the requirement is going to be, and it's a lot less than most lenders. They have a 1-page, 1-minute application and a DocuSign to get the information they need and see about getting you approved. Usually it's going to be a lot longer than that when you go through traditional options. Most lenders, whatever lender you go to, you get what they have, and that's pretty much it. They have, like I said, 75 plus different options, so they have different things they can offer you that you won't find just by going directly to a specific lender. And some of the more important things, as far as speed of funding, it can take months at some banks, days or weeks at some direct lenders, but they have hours to days. I think the max is about 3 to 5 days with them, but I've seen as fast as 24 hours or something like that when you're getting funded. When they do look at your credit, it's not going to be a hard pull like most other lenders. It's going to be a soft pull, so you can see what you qualify for without taking a hard hit to your credit, and then there's no minimum FICO requirement here. So that's another great option if you ran into some trouble and had some things to ding your credit or mess up your credit while you're going through medical school or whatever the case may be. Most direct lenders are going to have 600 plus FICO, or the banks are going to have a 680 plus FICO score requirement. And also, don't forget, if you are having issues with your credit, I have a ton of information on the channel to help you with anything that you might need with your credit. As a matter of fact, go down to the description of this video. You can find a lot of things, free resources to help you with your credit. What are the terms and the amounts that you can get? You can get as little as $10,000 all the way up to $5 million. So however small or big you're planning to go, however small or big your needs might be, they can pretty much cover you with that. And you can have flexible terms because they can offer you anywhere from 6 months to 10 years on how long it takes you to pay back this loan. And as far as time to fund, as I mentioned before, 1 to 3 days is what you're looking at on getting funded for something like this. Now, again, as I mentioned, they have exclusive programs for doctors that most lenders don't have access to, so that is one thing that really makes them stand out here. They have lower rates than most of the lenders are going to have, and better terms than what you're going to be able to get. And again, no existing practice is required, so you can get your business off the ground even if you haven't opened your doors. Now, that's going to come into play right here as far as the details on getting qualified for this. So you can see here the age in business requirements, the amount of gross revenue requirements, and you can see here the credit score requirements. We're going to start off right here with the no minimum credit score. So if you make 120K, which is about $10,000 a month in annual gross sales, and have been in business for 6+ months, you don't need squeaky clean credit to qualify. They'll work with any credit profile. So if you have at least $10,000 in revenue and 6+ months in business, then your credit score won't really matter. So if you are a person that is struggling with your credit right now, but you need the funding and you're making the money and you've been in business for at least 6 months, then they can help you out in that situation. Now, if you are a person that actually does have good credit, your credit is in a good place, then you're more likely to get approved with having 3 months in business. And again, this would still apply to you too, with not having an existing practice in business, if you have good enough credit to qualify that way. And again, with this $10,000 in annual revenue, and of course, looking back to this, if you have a good enough credit score, then that means that they can work with you in this revenue area because you have good credit. So if you have good credit, these two things are less of a factor. If you don't have good credit, that means that these two things are going to play a bigger part in you getting approved. But either way, they have options for you. The best thing you can do is go down to the description of the video, click the link that I have for National Business Capital down there, and fill out the quick form. Like I said, somebody will reach out to you. They will look at your situation and tell you what your options are. That's the best thing that you can do to just see if you're going to be a good fit for this option here. Now, if this sounds like something better than you've heard out there available at different places, please leave a comment below so that I can know that if there are some other good options out there, or if this is indeed a really good option compared to what you've heard before. And if you did get some value from this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up to like it. Make sure you again share this video with somebody that you might need it, and subscribe to the channel so you can receive more information like this. And don't forget to turn on the notifications. I thank you for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.